Is Upwork still worth it in 2026 after 15 years and $1 million earned? The question every freelancer is asking, is Upwork still worth it in 2026? That question comes up more than ever. You most likely heard the same complaints repeated everywhere. It's oversaturated. Rates are down. Clients are worse. There are too many freelancers. AI ruined everything. And if you've logged into Upwork recently, scrolled the job feed, sent a few proposals, or waited on replies, you might be wondering the same thing. Because on the surface, it does feel harder. So instead of guessing, instead of reacting emotionally, instead of repeating what everyone else is saying, I went to the data. I analyzed 4,282 real Upwork bids I personally reviewed. I paired that with 15 years of contract history and over $1 million earned on the platform. This is not theory, this is not opinion, and not one good year. 15 years of patterns, and the answer isn't what most people expect. Why people think Upwork is dead. Most freelancers decide whether Upwork is worth it based on the surface level pain. They look at rejection rate, noise in the job feed, low budget listing, and how many bids a job already has. Then they draw a conclusion from that. But those are symptoms, not conclusions. They tell you what it feels like to use Upwork right now, not whether it works or not. When I reviewed the data across years, something important became obvious. What changed was competition density, not opportunity. There are more freelancers, more noise, more overlap, but the buyers didn't disappear. What stopped working was not Upwork. Generalist bidding stopped working. Freelancers who relied on visibility alone started losing traction. Freelancers who stayed unfocused started blending in. That shift created the illusion the platform itself was broken, but it wasn't. What 15 years of data actually shows. After looking at more than 15 years of Upwork data, one pattern shows up every single time. No matter how the platform changes, some type of job gets noisier. Other types of jobs kept making money. Here's what I mean. When competition increases, more people post jobs just to explore. They are not ready to hire. They are trying to figure things out. So you see most posts like just seeing what's possible. So you see more posts like just seeing what's possible, looking for ideas, not sure about budget yet. When budget feels tighter, job descriptions get less clear. Clients avoid committing. They leave things open-ended. And when uncertainty rises, economically or emotionally browsing increases. Clients look, they compare, and they delay. That creates more activity, but not more hiring. So it can feel like there are tons of jobs, but nothing is converting. That doesn't mean the money disappeared. It means the money condensed. Instead of many casual buyers hiring once, you get fewer serious buyers hiring repeatedly. And here's the difference the data makes clear. Freelancers who focus on clear deliverables, specific outcomes, work that businesses need to complete, continue to get hired. Freelancers who scattered, chasing trends, chasing high volume jobs, chasing easy or quick jobs stalled, not because they weren't skilled, not because they weren't working hard, but because their profile stopped sending a clear signal. When the market gets noisy, clarity wins. In over 15 years, that pattern never broke. Where money is still being made. My contract data tells me a very clear story. Most freelancers miss because they're looking at job counts instead of the outcome. 3 categories consistently compounded over time. Videos, which should video animation and editing and whiteboard. Videos didn't just generate jobs, it generated repeated work. Clients came back, updated for new version, short form edits, training modules, expanded campaigns. One project rarely stayed one project. Website work stayed high ticket and expandable. Clients didn't just need a site, they needed fixes, update, SEO, redesign, integration, ongoing support. Websites were not just one-off, they were entry points. E-learning reinforced authority and trust. These clients had budget, had internal stakeholders, had long timelines, came back repeatedly. The important takeaway, clients did not disappear, they consolidated. They hired fewer freelancers but kept them longer. Why experience matters more in 2026. In 2026, Upwork rewards something very specific: specialist, predictability, clear positioning. Not hustles, not flexibility, not I can do everything. If you look flexible, you blend in. If you look focused, you rise. That's not new. The data proves this has always been true, but it matters more now because competition is denser. When buyers search, they want the obvious choice. Experience isn't about how long you've been doing freelancing. It's about how clearly your history tells one story. Why some freelancers are thriving. The freelancers still winning on Upwork in 2026 are not doing anything flashy. They aren't chasing every job. They aren't reinventing themselves weekly. And they aren't reacting to every trend. They do three things consistently: bid in proven categories, reinforce one identity, let momentum compound. They understand something most freelancers missed. Upwork does not reward motion, it rewards coherence. When your profile, proposal, and job history all point in the same direction, the platform starts working with you instead of against you. What actually makes Upwork worth it? Upwork is worth it if you treat it like a system. It is not worth it if you chase volume, bid emotionally, reset your profile weekly, treat every job as a new experiment. The platform does not fail freelancers. Strategy failed to evolve. Upwork stopped rewarding randomness and started rewarding signal density. Once you understand that, the platform becomes predictable again. Why buyers' intent still drives everything. One thing did not change in 15 plus years. Buyer intent, high intent buyers still exist. They are businesses with deadline, teams under pressure, owners solving real problems. They didn't disappear. They didn't become selective. They stopped browsing. They stopped experimenting. And they stopped educating freelancers. They hire who looks obvious. That's the shift. What 2026 actually rewards. In 2026, Upwork rewards focus, clarity, consistency. Not hustle, not noise, and not volume. The freelancers who adapt to that thrives. The one who doesn't feel like the platform is broken. The final verdict. After 15 plus years, 4,282 bids reviewed, and over $1 million earned, here's the honest answer. Upwork is still worth it, but only if you understand intent, only if you stop chasing everything, and only if you let your work compound instead of resetting. The truth about Upwork in 2026. If you want more content grounded in real Upwork data, not hype, make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on the bell. Everything on this channel breaks down but actually converts using 4,282 real bids, 15 plus years of results, and real patterns most freelancers never see. I will see you in the next breakdown. Until then, be freelantastic.